Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today we're going to do a video on what makes you attractive to them, what makes you likable, what is drawing people towards you, either a loved one, a crush, or people in your environment. Whatever messages come up and who it pertains to, I'll let you know. But I just wanted to introduce you to this amazing crystal if you hadn't seen it before. Look at this. This amazing piece I got at a psychic fair not too long ago, and I'm going to be making some jewelry pieces and amulets with this stuff. It's actually called carbon rundum, and it's really great for melancholy and relieving stress. It's great for mental agility, connection and communication with higher intelligence. It also fights depression and anger. I find when I get up, I am so drawn to this particular crystal that I end up holding it in the morning before I do anything, and then I light a candle and it literally looks like it's sparkling with a gazillion diamonds. So if you guys want, come see me over on my Instagram page. It's SparkCrystal11. The link is down below. I discuss all kinds of crystals. I do daily posts, funny memes, talk to everybody over there on messages. I'm putting a lot of little crystal care packages together for people. I individualize stuff. I can custom make anything for you if you send me pictures. So come see me over there. It's my quickest, most decisive way to get back to people. And I really like that format of communication because we can send pictures and it's just ideal. So yeah, just come and see me over there because I love communicating with you guys over there as well, and it's such a good group. So we are going to have 3 cards to choose from today, and then there's a corresponding crystal as well if you'd like. We have the staff, which also has 51, and then we have a clear crystal quartz. And number 2 is the upper world, also 59, and we have a lovely river jasper. It looks kind of like a dinosaur egg. I love that. And number 3, also marked 57, is the time master, and we have a I love the way it's smoky, and then there's a clearer window on this amethyst. So depending on your choice, I'm going to let you make it, and feel free to watch all 3. They're all going to have different messages that might resonate. I have a lot of people that say I just watch all 3, and then I take from the bits that sort of resonate with me. Because this is timeless, I feel that you can also click onto this at any point in time and then it's relevant to you. So we're going to begin with number 1, which is the staff. So this is saying how you know how to flow easily between polarities. You know how to weigh all possibilities and instinctively select the right path. You trust your inner wisdom and you take the first step on a journey that your heart has already embarked on. So use the power of the staff to unite what appears to be divided, to find the delicate balance between will and surrender. So part of your appeal, I feel this group too, is you are someone who looks at things from all aspects, and people respect that because you're not someone who's always just going to dive in blindly. You're like, you weigh the possibilities and you're seeing it from all its different facets, which is very helpful. So I'm going to pull 2 tarot too. So the devil and death. Wow, that's amazing. Now, this is stuff that attracts you. Now, this is funny because in regards to this, these are very good cards to have. And here's why. Because this is what people find attractive in you. I feel with this, you recognize right away what your potential problems, inabilities, ego-driven, where you... Yeah, I'm hearing it where your ego would take over. You recognize these facets right away in you, and you are someone who can get control over them quickly. So you moderate. You're not someone who's going to go to the gambling table and lose everything. You're not somebody who's going to sit down and drink till you fall off your stool. You're someone who recognizes from the past. You may have had a problem, over smoking marijuana, drinking a little too much, overspending, and you've realized that and you've put that to bed and you've overcome it, and you have said, you know what? I have to put this thing down because any of these things, if I even go down that avenue, I can lose control. So I simply don't embark on that path. I don't imbibe. So you're someone who has strict control, and people are very respectful and they find it very attractive about you that you can rein stuff in. You're not going to go and do a bunch of shots and end up saying a bunch of regrettable things, or you're not going to start popping some pills that you don't know what the effects are and be out of your mind. You're not going to lay down a bunch of money foolishly and watch it burn because you realize that thoughtful action gets thoughtful responses, and you would rather have control of how things go. And the reason you've done this is you have observed this in others, perhaps family members and friends, or you had went through a time in your life where you overindulged in things, jealousy perhaps, envy, and you realize it got you nowhere. So you simply stopped that behavior and you buried it and you said, that's it. And another thing, that's really good when you take that into context of attraction factors, because a lot of people, they think they have a governance over high flaws or addictive behaviors, yet they don't. They try to modify it, or it goes into something else, like somebody who maybe had a pill addiction, and they think, oh, I'm fine now, I only drink, but they drink excessively. Or they think, oh, I don't gamble anymore, I don't go to Las Vegas and throw money on the table, yet they have a chronic shopping addiction. You know what I mean? You're someone who recognizes that one thing is infinitely a huge doorway to the next if you don't close all those doors. So they're very good. I mean, and people are very impressed by that, because it does take an adult, mature attitude to say, hey, I recognize this is a potential problem and I'm not even going to engage. Another thing that's very attractive about you is your resilience. You've taken some knocks and you don't hold it against other people and or place blame on others. You simply know, okay, this is the way things are. You're a complete realist. You rise above all the tribulations and you're a solution finder. I feel this group. You absolutely find solutions and beautiful methods, and you don't try to place blame, finger point, or anything like that. You're simply like, okay, let's figure out what the problem is and let's try to solve it. Now, let's see. This is another aspect of this. So, oh, I like this, because the heart of the Tiger Mother says people look up to you because you are way more strong and capable than you give yourself credit for. Like, you recognize that you have abilities, but you have this kind of divine courage that is raised up in your soul. When you understand something to be true, you're always going to stand your ground, and it shows other people around you how powerful, strong, and courageous they can be. So they kind of like, you're like a beautiful shining example of strength and courage to them, and that you've garnered a lot of respect because of that. You may not even acknowledge this or know this exists, but it's something that you do through example that now is also helping you manifest bigger and better things, because when you're focused on something, you realize it has to be faced, right? If I'm going to focus on this and I have to tackle this, whether it's a big tax bill or just something mundane or silly, you do that and then you go on to the next thing, and your complete focus is helping you manifest some wonderful things, because you understand that to live in fear or doubt gets you absolutely nowhere, and that's just an excuse to procrastinate or not live your life fully. And you are over that chapter. You are completely over it, and you are diving in and you are going for it. And you're ready to go. It's amazing. So look, it's funny that you got courage in that and courage in this too. So one of your main things that people look up to you for is your courage. You see something and you go for it. You might switch jobs a lot, or really be adventurous when it comes to travel and things like that. You've discovered your courage, and you realize, half a life lived is no life at all. So you're going to go in both feet and be like, hey, I'm going to learn how to do this, kickboxing, martial arts, whatever you want. You want to go to Thailand, you're going there. You want to go to Mexico, you're going there. You want to learn a second, third language, you're learning them. And you're setting an example, and that is very attractive to people around you, because you're known as being a go-getter and somebody who is true to their destiny. You recognize something to be within maybe or maybe not your capabilities, but you're going to learn how to do with that. And it takes a special kind of person, because not a lot of people are willing to get out of their comfort zone, but you definitely are. You're on life's journey, and you know that some things are meant to be cool mysteries that you want to solve, you know what I mean? And that you want understanding, but you can only get that through experience. So that's what you're doing. So beautiful energy, group one. Love and light to this group. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Again, come see me on my Instagram at Sparquist11 if you need a private read. If you need any quick answers, I'm on Instantgo as well, which is a great service where I can get right back to you. Check out the Goddess Provisions box link. It is off the hook this month. The stuff is so beautiful in there. And you can go to my Etsy store, and if you want to communicate and you want anything special made, everybody comes to me that way through Instagram. It's much easier, and that way I can apply pictures and do all that things for you. So yeah, you're bravery personified, and people find that they find that very appealing. So keep up the good work, and know by doing that, that's how your dreams come true, because you're stepping into this uncharted wilderness and go, voila, here I am, I'm going to figure this stuff out, and you're going to get good rewards due to that. So beautiful. So now we're on to number 2, which is the upper world. Let's see what is going on with that. I love these. I haven't, if you're curious about these are the Mystical Shaman Oracle cards, and they are by Colette Baron Reed. And the writing is beautiful. The art, everything in this whole deck is fascinating to me. I absolutely love them. So this is about the upper world is calling you. You are stepping right now into your fully realized self. You are clearing distractions so you can move into a higher destiny. You're not going to fall to temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact just an irritation, and you just need to take a great leap. So remember, you can't cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. This is saying, you are someone who is just stepping right into what needs to be done. Your divine helpers are all around for guidance for you right now. And you're going to be able to complete this journey that you're on, and you're going to get answers. And part of it is your intuition. And a lot of people look to you for answers because you do have a very intensely honed in intuition. Like, you can tell when people are trustworthy. You can tell when something might or might not be a good idea. You can tell, where there's solid ground and where there's quicksand. You have that beautiful intuitive insight, and other people find that very attractive, because what that means to me is that you're in touch with yourself and you are aware. You live in the present. People that live in the present are connected to their intuition. They see what is going on right in front of them because they're not living in the past and they haven't skipped into the future. They are aware. And that's a highly attractive quality, because as you know, you can be having a conversation with somebody and you can read from their eye contact, their body language and whatever, whether they're actually listening or they're sneaking looks at their phone, or they're looking out into space, or they're planning what they're having to eat for dinner. Things like that, you know what I mean? But because you're so aware and present, people find that very attractive. That means you're a good listener and you care about what people are saying. You're not just out there in gaga land. Another thing is your cheerfulness factor. I feel that you always put on a good face and you try very hard to lift the frequency and vibration of a room by your inner joy. And I feel like you're a naturally happy person. And even if you're not, and you're having a bad day and you're struggling at any particular time, you don't bring that heaviness with you. You don't bring that doubt, anxiety, fear, or anything with you and lay it on somebody else's table, because you realize that just adds to theirs. I'm one who I really try self-control, especially around my children. If something, detrimental or really annoying just happened monetarily or otherwise, I try not to bring that on into their sphere, because if they can't change it or contribute, why would I do that? You know what I mean? It just heavy. Think of that. Think if you're meeting somebody and you're all excited about something and they lay something really heavy on you, it changes your mood, right? And if you can't really change or make a difference in that because it's not in your wheelhouse, it's not really fair to burden somebody with that. And look at this beautiful energy right now too. Now, this is one of the reasons that other people find you attractive. You have quick, decisive thinking and action. You don't prevaricate. You don't overthink or give too many examples. People have too many choices in this world. It's like when you go in the grocery store and you tell a toddler you can choose from 737 different boxes of cereal. They're going to have a toddler breakdown, a nervous breakdown. They get overwhelmed by choice. So you make things easier for people. You come right in and go, here, quick, decisive action. We've got this, and that. Let's go. Another thing is you're very good at creating abundance for yourself and others. And I feel like you also have a natural touch in beautifying areas. Like you really have a beautiful eye for color and how you dress and makeup and shoes. And you just know how fabrics and things go together, and you know how to beautify. And that's very attractive to people, because some people, that's not where they place importance, but I love a beautiful aesthetic. I mean, right away, my eyes are drawn to fabrics, colors, richness of things. I love saturated colors, and you understand that, and you have that creative touch to make things really beautiful around you, and you care and you do that. So you make things nice. If you're wrapping a present, you're making that thing gorgeous, and you're putting a shiny satin bow on it. You're not wrapping it up with yesterday's newspaper that has some old cat food on it. You're not about that life. You're about making it beautiful. You're all about, top-notch delivery. Yeah, I feel like you really understand how to make things aesthetically gorgeous, and that's really attractive to people. Yeah, see, you have high standards as well, and people find that attractive because that's how we teach each other. Like, I was laughing because Meghan Markle had her baby on the same day as Amy Schumer, and I thought, that's going to be two very differently raised set of children. And I started laughing. I'm like, one might be in a friggin' doing a beer pong by the time they're 16 somewhere in a Boston alleyway, and one, you know, is probably going to be doing high charity work in Devonshire. So it's just like one of those things. No dig there, Amy. I like Amy and I watch her, but I mean, she was raised an entirely different way. But you know what I mean? When you're thought well of, you're thought of someone who's refined and selective in what they do and how they pursue their life. So very beautiful energy group too. If you're new to the channel, Amy Schumer, she cracks me up. So love and light to this group. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my linkazoids are down below. Please come see me on my Instagram at sparkrist11, just because I like to communicate very quickly and easily on that. If you have crystal questions, tarot questions, I do post there every day, tarot inspired stuff, fun photographs, my crazy animals and things like that. And it's just a great way to communicate because I like the messaging over there. Everything else is down below. They've got his provisions box, my Etsy store, anything. And again, I'm just reminding everybody, for summer, I can custom make you any pieces very reasonably. If you send me pictures, or you tell me the stones you want, I send you pictures of stuff that, you know, I've designed or I can make for you. It's a lot of fun, and I'm doing a lot of work with that right now, and I really, really enjoy it. So love and light to this group. Beautiful energy. Yeah, keep those standards high. People raise up to meet you with them for sure. Now the Time Master is number 3, and that also comes with the beautiful amethyst. So this is about, you know, you asking important questions to yourself. Am I going to break free from these limited cause and effect thinking patterns that I have right now? You know, the linear illusion of just time going straight through and then being gone, instead of that beautiful cyclical quality of time where you always have plenty of it and it comes back around and wraps around, you know, basically birth and rebirth and retrying and getting to fix things karmically. So you're going to find yourself in a moment in the wheel of time when it's turning that you're able to influence the past, changing the present and the future simultaneously. That's the true test of the Time Master. You're being invited to take back your power and let go of the past and choose to step into your life. In this moment, you are all powerful, and anything is possible now. Now, this speaks of releasing subconscious patterns of somebody else's beliefs or things that they imposed upon you maybe when you were younger. Oh, you can't achieve this because you're not certified for this. Oh, you don't have the flexibility to do this. You don't have the intelligence to do this. You don't have this and that. Any of these limiting self-behaviors that are completely just suggested by others, they don't define you and they are not you. And you're going to realize that and go, holy cow, goodbye to this, you know, self-imposed prison pretty much that was going on. Oh, wow, yeah. Let me give these a quick shuffle here. Whoa, look at that energy that is coming in. Whoa. Yeah. So this is what people are finding attractive you right now. You're realizing when you step up and you step into the game that you do have unlimited potential, that you can basically manifest, create, and do whatever you want, that your desires count. You know, there's this theory that when we go the extra mile to achieve our dreams like you're doing, and you put in a little bit of overtime, you are going to get those rewards, because it stirs up this kind of energy that puts all these little things into actions and these little rivulets that just sort of charge along with you. And I feel like you get like your spirit team is charging you on and cheering you on, and you feel that, and you're stepping into this together is living an authentic, powerful life right here. This is when you live authentically and you're completely balanced and true to yourself. People are going to pick up on that, and they want to be around that. They want to learn from you. They want to watch this. You're drawing attention in a very, very good way. There's a huge component of success when you combine these two cards, because the Emperor is somebody who moves with optimism, power, and confidence, but with a little bit of light magic, and you know, you bolster others and you carry them with you in this beautiful moon magic energy. And I believe on the 14th, that's going to be the new full moon. And I feel like that moon is going to bring in a lot of beautiful intuitive insights to people. It's going to like spark this unique behavior that brings you to another level. I feel like you're releasing any burdens of any kind of resentments, because you realize when life is too valuable to have this heaviness to it. So now you're finding this balance between, you know, this ebb and flow, and you're just going with the cycles of life as you're developing all these new skills, and they're bringing you affluence and balance and abundance, and it's yours to enjoy. And I feel like the birds are flying over your head with this, and they're just awaiting to see more and more of your successes that are coming your way. Now you also got the Immortal Treasures card, which I really like this, because this speaks of let me just go back one sec. I'm hearing a message. Just give me 1 second. Something about some contest too. A couple of you are going to be entering some kind of contest. I don't know if it's writing, singing, something, and you are having doubts about it. Don't have doubts, because you're going to be able to go into this thing and you're going to surprise yourself to such a degree. Now, Immortal Treasures is unique in its own precious way, because certain stores of light are inside all of us, and we have to recognize that they're there, and they're there to help us. And it's constantly doing like little bits of inner work for us, and clearance, and getting rid of doubts and on these old behaviors, and bringing in these new admirable characteristics. You know, this fearlessness, this charging forward, this self-belief, this confidence. And you're going to realize your dreams by being patient, open-minded, and recognizing these things. And again, if you're one of these people I'm hearing this message about, this contest or whatever, enter it. Please do this, because you're not going to believe the results. That's coming through very, very strong. And in fact, it like interrupted my whole stream of thought. I'm like, okay, calm down. And here's what's strange. That's a voice of a guide I've never heard before. That was like a deep male voice. I normally hear my mother, my aunt, and other voices. This was a very deep male voice, almost like archangel type thing. So do it. Have confidence, and know that when we believe in ourselves, miracles do happen. So beautiful energy, group 3. Wow. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you want to come see me on Instagram, it's sparquist11. I can communicate really well through that. I do daily posts. It's so much fun, and a lot of you have been joining, and I'm loving the communication with you. My Etsy store links are down below. Instantgo, where I can quickly get back to you with a quick tarot reading. All the information is down below. Go check it out. And thank you to all my regular viewers and subscribers, and thank you for your gorgeous comments. So yeah, you guys, this is a time of wonderment, inner belief, strength, and setting goals, and just walking right into them, and just succeeding with little to no effort, because they've been awaiting you. It's sort of that what's waiting for you is not going to pass you by, and these are things that you're deserving of, therefore they're going to be handed over to you. So beautiful.